Welcome back to another Dylan Smith Outdoor video. I know I'm not wearing my hat, which is unusual, but I am back. I am looking around at my 3D targets, just checking up on all of them, because I have a little 3D course in the woods. So when you saw my recent shorts, you'll know that I've started to get into bow shoots and 3D bow tournaments and stuff like that. So I have a dial on my bow right now that I'm going to use for hunting. I will show you guys that when I get back home. And I've been practicing a ton, shooting good groups. Like, I feel confident shooting a deer out to 40 this year. I'm working on that 50 mark, getting over that hump. But 40 I feel confident on. And that's just for deer. I just don't like it because they can jump the string. I can go wrong. But target courses, I'll shoot out to 70 yards. Very good groups consistently. So, man, I gotta brush off all this back here. That's another thing. The videos are gonna be coming out for now that this rain has kind of stopped. I mean, today it's 90-something degrees. I'm gonna go hang out with my grandparents. Soak up as much time as you can with your relatives. Because eventually, like my great-grandpa said, this is gonna sound horrible, you're born to pass away. So, I'm gonna go into the garage. I'm gonna show you my little bow corner and how I'm organizing my stuff. And then I'm going to set up these targets and start shooting them while just shooting a 3D target. I know that I don't have like really nice targets that they'll use at the 3D competitions, but right now I'm just getting comfortable just shooting 3D target. I'm going for 12 rings at competitions, but right now when I'm training, because I just came back from one, it went good. I'm just gonna be aiming for the 10 ring. So let's go in the garage and I'll show you my little bow setup, my corner, and I'll catch you guys when I'm in there. So first things first, do not hate on my garage. We are completely redoing that. I know it's messy. We're just finishing it up. So that is why everything's really messy. Okay, I'm going to need my binocular harness for later. Would recommend buying them. I use them 24/7, 365. There's my bow case. You can get them cheap on Amazon for like 50, 60 bucks. So here's where the corner is. All my stuff, all my camo, my crow decoys, my duck decoys, and more camo, work stuff. There's a turkey I shot this year. Long beard. Everything's pretty much done. I'm just gonna let it sit in here. I'm gonna just let it sit till I order a plaque, pretty much. So I got a lot of stuff covering up. A lot of sheet metal covering up. Okay, let me flip this camera around. So I took an old Craftsman box, and all these drawers I'm gonna fill with turkey stuff. All my crossbow bolts go up here. We got some old arrows. Whenever I'm just zeroing, I shoot these because I'm okay with losing them. Some lube, a bow weight draw, which I'm gonna need that because I'm gonna show you guys my bow. Little pocket knife, a bunch of releases, ranging from trigger tension, thumb release, front push, Allen wrenches, mechanical broadheads, which I always use because I trust mechanical broadheads with my life. Fixed blades, and practice steps. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about now is some of you are going to love me. Some of you are going to hate me. And it's just my opinion. And that's okay. If you don't agree with me, I'm not, you don't have to hate on me. You don't have to do anything. This is just my opinions. There's a big debate on mechanical broadheads versus fixed blade broadheads. And here's where I'm at with it. Get my bow down. Sorry, this camera's moving all over. Let me sit down. I can really show you my bow. Today, I don't know if we're going to shoot a lot. We'll definitely shoot a couple times just so you guys can see how this bow sounds and everything. Okay, let's get set up on the porch. If you want to know how most things go with me, they're very sporadic and out of nowhere, which is the definition of sporadic. Wait for this car to pass. Here's where I'm at with the fixed blade, expandable blade broadhead debate. What do I use? What does Dylan Smith Outdoor use? I use Rage expandable broadheads. I use a hypodermics, or sometimes I'll use ones with collars. I don't go over a 2-inch cut. I do 1 3/4 inch cut. Sometimes 2-inch cuts. Everybody says that doesn't agree with them. They say broadheads will deflect, and I will show you on the 3D target when I get down there, and all this stuff, which I'm not saying there's no cases where broadheads aren't expanding, stuff's not doing this, stuff's not doing that, because there's a ton of cases like that. What I'm saying is that do you have more penetration with, here's positive fixed blades. Positives with fixed blades. More penetration. There's a lot more punch power, that initial impact, your cut on and your cut on contact, COC. So negatives about fixed blades. Hard to tune. They're loud, shooting through the air, which then you know your bow has that speed. Loud shooting through the air. Not as good blood trails, depending on shot placement. And they are more, trying to think of a good word. They have a smaller diameter, so yeah, shorter blood trails. I've done my research. You can hate it or love it. I'm just telling you my opinions on the whole debate. The Rage broadheads, or any it depends on the expandables you use, because there's rear deploying, front deploying expandables. I'm using front deploying, where the blades go in and kick out like this. So, the Rage hypodermics. Okay, yeah, here's where I'm at. Positives. Well, we'll do negatives first. Negatives. You have to tone in your shot margin and like your shot angles. A little less penetration, and we're going to talk about this too. And in some cases, they'll go in and lodge out. Positives, you're getting a better blood trail. You're getting a bigger cut. They're going to fly like a practice tip, to where you know that arrow is not going to get cock-sighted. And you are, negative, they're not caught on contact. And you are making a huge cut channel. So then I want to talk about the deflection thing with expandables. Expandables, I do believe in some cases, let's say this is broadside. Let's say the deer's head's my thumb. If you're this quartering away and you put an arrow here, even with a fixed blade, if you hit that back rib, you will deflect. And a lot of people say deflection because they won't own up to the fact that they put a bad shot on a deer. Your adrenaline's running, you put a bad shot on deer. Not my fault. That's yours. That you want to take a shot that you, if you can't kill a deer 10 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, don't take the shot. Don't, it's stupid. Don't do it. And this is what really annoys me about the debate. People are shooting deer quartering towards, quartering away. Quartering towards with a bow, I won't do it. That shoulder's covering too much. Frontal shots with a bow, that deer has to be 10 yards and then for me to do that, because I know it's going to turn eventually. Quartering away, the most I'll go quartering away, if this is the butt of a deer, it's like this, and I'm talking it right here. And I've never heard of someone getting deflection unless that deer is pretty much facing away. And the people that say they aren't, they're not owning up to the fact that they just put a bad shot on the deer. So, what do I choose? You heard positives, negatives. I do believe if you're elk hunting, you should go with a smaller diameter. With whitetails, though, you can use a big cut. Alright, let's get back into the main focus of the video. My bow. So let's just do this really quick. I'll show you what my bow is. I'm shooting a Bear Trace. I'm shooting a dial, pen right here, to there. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Got it off of Amazon. $40. Best money I ever spent. The arrows I'm shooting are the Cabela's brand arrows. They've worked good for me. I've never had a problem with them. I'm shooting a Whisker Biscuit. I might switch to a drop weight. I don't know yet. And let's see what my bow is at. So zeroed out. Get this chair out of the way. Alright. 0. First pull, 61.2. Next pull, 60. Doesn't have it on there. 61. So consistently, 61. I'm gonna put the scale away. And we're gonna shoot my bow a little bit. And we'll see how it goes. So I'll catch you guys then. Okay, so right now we're at 23 yards. I'm gonna go for that 3 arrows. That center part. There we go. Okay, shot 2. Trying to make this video a little quicker. Took a long time in the debate. That felt good. Maybe a touch high. Shot 3. That one I pulled. Arm was shaking, but not a bad group. Okay, so we're gonna pull out some balloons. And we might move back a little. That last shot I pulled, but I mean, still would have been a 10 ringer. These are my first 2, that was my last one. So, I'm gonna grab some balloons. Let's shoot 30 real quick, and then I'll grab some balloons. So we did not end up shooting 30, just because I'm getting ready for regions right now. I'm sorry, just because that I only had 1 good arrow to shoot. The other ones were pretty beat up, so I ordered 2 dozen arrows on Cabela's. I had a bunch of gift cards and a sweet shirt. So that's gonna wrap up today's video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and there will be more videos popping out almost every day this summer. Peace.